Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us on today's webinar on optimization basics. My name is Yolanda, and I'm part of the Publisher Solutions team here at Facebook Audience Network. We're going to give everyone another 2 minutes or so to trickle in before we kick things off here. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, you can add a question or a comment into the comment box, and we'll have time at the end for a live Q&A. Hi everyone, if you're just joining us now, I'm Yolanda. I'm part of the Audience Network team. We're giving everyone a few extra moments to continue dialing into the webinar. Thanks for your patience. We'll get started soon. All right, we've got a lot to cover, so let's get started. One of the most common inquiries that we've received from publishers is how do we scale our revenue and audience network? Our team has taken your feedback and developed this session to give you more understanding about optimization. This is the agenda we'll be covering throughout this webinar. We'll touch on the foundation of audience network monetization and how to think about ad monetization, and then we'll dive deeper into how to optimize impression and CPM. We'll be closing out with a Q&A session. Please continue sending your questions in through the webinar chat feature. We'll answer those at the end of the webinar. I'd like to spend some time today providing some insights into the underlying foundation of publisher monetization. Before we dive into our latest optimization tips, I'd like to underscore several key components that all publishers should consider when monetizing their app with Audience Network. Every publisher faces the challenge of maximizing ad revenue while preserving the overall user experience. This is the essential challenge of developers, balancing revenue generation and user experience. Building a high-quality network that delivers value to people, advertisers, and publishers is central to building a sustainable ecosystem. You invest so much time and effort creating your app that you undoubtedly will want to deliver a great user experience. To do this, think about your users. What are they looking for from you as a publisher? At the heart of sustainable monetization is creating that positive user experience that's both relevant and respects people's behaviors and intentions when using your app. Simply speaking, users want meaningful experiences from both your content and the ad. Meaningful experiences will create a chain reaction for advertisers and publishers. When delivering a great ad experience for people, advertisers see real outcomes, which brings a sustainable monetization opportunity for you, the publisher. Always remember, meaningful experience is the key to a sustainable ecosystem. Monetization starts with demand. The relationship between publishers and advertisers is important as one cannot live without the other. No matter how large your inventory is, without advertisers, you as a publisher cannot effectively monetize your inventory. If you'd like to master your monetization capability, think like your advertisers. As advertisers see success with Audience Network, they continue to reinvest, leading to improved monetization for all publishers. This is why we encourage you to think about advertisers' values, because that creates higher demand for publishers' business. Now, I've mentioned advertiser values several times now. So as we dive deeper into what this means, I want you to first think about, what do advertisers want? The answer is the same as everyone in this room: to grow your business. To do this, they advertise to drive real business results. I'd like to put an emphasis on real results. To begin with, advertisers want to see user engagement, which can be measured in 3 ways. First, user attention. This focuses on capturing attention without being perceived as an annoyance to the user. Second is user interaction with the ad. Although a click may lead to conversions and real business results, to have a good user experience, we want to differentiate high quality and low quality clicks to accurately capture real intentions. And this is why we care about intentional clicks rather than accidental clicks. Lastly, we look at long-term relationship. You want to create a long-term connection with the user to drive positive brand affinity and lifetime value. To build a high-quality audience base, publishers should consider these 3 components as they begin to design their apps. Now let's take a deeper, closer look into what impacts impressions. When you think of impression optimization, I'd like you to think about this funnel. At the top of the funnel is user engagement, and this is about creating meaningful experiences on your app to ensure user retention. We need users to be engaged with the app, come back more often, spend more time on the app to be able to serve them ads. Review your daily active users and monthly active users, as this is the addressable user base for ads. We recommend publishers to run mobile app engagement ads on Facebook to bring installed users back to engage with the app and to improve your app experience. You can also make your app more engaging through new features and upgrades that entices users to return to the app. Once you have your users, you want to look at the traffic that's sent to Audience Network. First, consider share of wallet. We understand that publishers usually work with multiple networks and split total impressions between these networks. In order for Audience Network to work best, we recommend that you put Audience Network on the top of your waterfall, especially in the beginning as your app is being calibrated. This allows Audience Network to see all available impressions and gives you the best understanding of where you stand with Audience Network holistically. After a couple of weeks, you can recalibrate your waterfall based on performance and how Audience Network performs with respect to your other ad networks. You'll also want to look at the number of placements in your app. The game is to create a balance of placements in the app without impacting the user experience. Be sensitive to ad loads as well. Remember intentional clicks? Review the app to ensure user flow is not interrupted when implementing Audience Network. Now, once Audience Network has access to all your app traffic, we look at match rate and fill rate. Match rate looks at the number of users that use the app that can be matched back to a Facebook profile. Acquiring users with Facebook profiles will help you to increase your match rate and your fill rate. This is called people-based targeting. Low match rate will lead to low fill rates, so we advise publishers to integrate Facebook login or acquire the users through Facebook ads to better your match rate. The second part of this is fill rate. It's very important to keep improving the user profile. We recommend running user profile analysis to fine-tune acquisition efforts to improve user profile. Improving your user base and diversifying user traffic can be very important as it has better chances for a higher CPM. From an advertiser's point of view, they are willing to bid more competitively for apps with a more diversified user base and apps that are consistently acquiring new users. Lastly, you can impact your show rate. This refers to the total number of ad requests that were filled by Audience Network and shown to the users. Always make sure that the ads that are filled are shown to your users. A low show rate will impact your fill component over time. Payouts also depend on how many ads were shown to the users and not how many ads were filled by Audience Network. Therefore, this is a metric that publishers need to watch. Common reasons for low show rates include ad caching and ad display. Ad caching allows a publisher to request ads before they're ready to serve the ad to the user. The current max ad caching time allowed is 60 minutes on Audience Network. However, best practice is to call for an ad as close to serving as possible. Ad display looks at how long an ad is shown. An ad needs to be displayed long enough to be seen and counted as an impression served. Possible reasons for ad display errors are bad placements, where there are too many scrollouts, bounce-offs by the users, and users exiting out as soon as they land on the ad. And ultimately, when you put all of this together, these factors will impact your revenue with Audience Network. So that covers the basics for impression optimization. Let's move on to CPM optimization. Here are 5 main factors for CPM optimization. Flexible and high-performing ad formats, improving ad placements in the user flow, improving ad quality, improving Audience Network's position in the waterfall, and finally, CPM targets. We're going to touch on a few of these today. Let's look at a few ad formats. We offer a range of ad formats and the flexibility to design them how you want. You decide how the ad you show are formatted and where in the user flow they appear. At the same time, we will recommend the highest performing flow types in each type of app so that you can make placement decisions that maximize your performance without interrupting the app experience. We'll be looking at native, interstitial, and rewarded video ad formats. Let's look at native ads first. Facebook has long advocated for native ads with Audience Network. These are ads where you can customize how the ad displays in your app so that it looks like it's an integral part of your user experience. Native ads tend to perform better than most other ad types because they're thoughtfully integrated into your app. However, that native feel is not designed to mimic or become indistinguishable from the content itself. Even though a native ad is designed to be similar to your content, if the ad looks exactly the same as your content, people will be confused, and that will result in unintentional clicks. To prevent this from occurring, the ad must be clearly differentiated from any content. Clear borders, different colors, and clear advertisement labels should be used to clearly separate content from advertisements. Don't label ads in a deceptive manner. Labeling an ad with favorite downloads, recommended, or today's top offers misleads the user experience. Additionally, white spaces in the ads should not be clickable. Components of a native ad should have an ad choices icon, a sponsored label, ad title, media view advertiser creative asset, and a call to action button. Next, let's look at an interstitial ad case study. Glue Mobile is a leading developer and publisher of free-to-play games on a wide range of platforms and mobile devices. Kim Kardashian Hollywood is a celebrity lifestyle role-playing game and one of Glue Mobile's most high-profile games. Glue chose to integrate an interstitial ad from Audience Network into this app, aiming to monetize its app with while maintaining a best-in-class user experience. As best practices for interstitial ad display, consider displaying ads during a natural break in the gameplay. Glue Mobile chose to use interstitial ads over standard banners for this game as they catch the eye at a time when a user is naturally taking a break. To avoid disrupting the user experience, Glue only displays ads when a user has finished a level or completed an action and there is a natural pause in the gameplay experience. You'll also want to consider using frequency capping. Glue Mobile leverages frequency capping to ensure that the users are not seeing ads too often in a particular play session. Remember, you want to capture user attention without annoying and overwhelming them with ads. Although Glue regularly analyzes data to determine the optimum frequency for each game, as a general rule of thumb, ads are spaced out so that they aren't being shown to a user more than once every 15 minutes. You may also want to segment ads by the user. Glue leverages segmentation tools to avoid showing ads to users during the first session or two. This lets them experience the game without interruption to capture their interest and encourage them to return to the app. Once you have your user interested and engaged, you can begin to introduce them to ads. As a rule of thumb, ads should not be shown to paying users. Next is Rewarded Video, our newest ad format solution. Rewarded Video is a highly engaging format with rich storytelling capability. This format is a whitelisted ad format and has an application process to be enabled, and there are some requirements you must meet before you can apply. You must have the Audience Network SDK integrated into your game, and your app must be active and approved in Audience Network. Rewarded Video is also primarily gaming focused, and your game must be live and active. You must also already have a Rewarded Video ad unit in your game from another ad network to qualify for Audience Network. Rewarded Video is a format that plays within the game and offers high-level engagement. At this stage, it is most suitable for gaming developers. Audience Network has seen a more positive experience with the Rewarded Video versus other video types, and there's a higher likelihood to convert through to purchase as well. Gamers are 23% more likely to buy or install the product advertised from a Rewarded Video ad. As one of the first publishers to beta test Rewarded Videos with Audience Network, PlayerX was looking for higher CPMs through quality targeting, a big challenge in the industry, and Facebook's people-based targeting was the right solution. The results were that they saw from Rewarded Video an increase in CPM by over 80% with Rewarded Video. When compared to other networks, they also saw higher fill rates and flexibility in waterfall optimization. When comparing value to disruption, Rewarded Video provides high value without being very disruptive. This is mainly achieved by users having to opt into these ads, giving users the choice to engage with, which enhances the user experience and outcomes. The second element of CPM optimization is improving the quality of the ad placement. This graph shows the relationship between placement quality and CPM. As you can see, there's more value per impression when the value of your placement is higher. So placement quality is directly proportional to CPM. The higher the placement quality, the better yield you get as a developer. This is why we emphasize quality check when creating placements. Finally, let's take a look at CPM targets. Today, price floors remain among the most popular price tools in the market, but price floors, which delivers the minimum bid you're willing to accept, often miss potentially valuable bids that fall right below your price floor. These missed bids can help maximize revenue and yield. Instead of using a price tool that only aims to reach the minimum amount you're willing to accept, CPM Targets is a new pricing tool that's built to help you reach the bid you actually want. Developed to help you maximize revenue through consistent CPM performance, CPM Targets aim to deliver your desired target by accepting all the bids above the target and some of the bids below in order to deliver your desired CPM every 24 hours, which ultimately helps you maximize revenue and yield for every placement and offers you more control. CPM Targets works best for publishers that are using a waterfall model with 2 or more demand sources and various price points. This offers the ability to set multiple price points by placement and geography. The key benefits of CPM Targets are better forecasting for your ad revenue, the ability to implement country-specific targets with ease, the ability to optimize your waterfall effectively, and this enables you to access demand from high-quality Facebook advertisers at various points in your waterfall, allowing you to better manage your demand source and optimize revenue. Here's some key tips to help you utilize CPM Targets most effectively. First, use no more than 3 placements with targets per ad space. Second, only use CPM Targets for placements with at least 10,000 impressions per day. You'll want to avoid setting CPM targets too close in value to one another when using multiple CPM targets per ad space, because this can lead to low fill rate. And you'll have to be patient. CPM targets can take up to 48 hours to take effect. It's best to run for at least 7 days for a more accurate calibration. And finally, test and optimize based on your results. Make incremental changes to your CPM target to maximize yield. The higher your CPM targets are, the lower your fill rate will be. Keep that in mind. And lastly, we have many more webinars hosted by Audience Network coming your way. Don't miss our quality check webinar that's hosted later this half, where we'll be diving into the latest updates made by Audience Network to help our publishers deliver high-quality ad experiences. The goal of Quality Check is to help you monitor the quality of interactions your audience has with ads in order to help us maintain a network that delivers value to people, advertisers, and publishers. So if you're interested, please sign up through our feedback survey form that's going to be sent out shortly following this webinar to receive updates on when the Quality Check webinar will be held and how to register. So I hope you all found this helpful. Now would be a great time to ask any questions you might have directly into the question comment box. Please keep in mind that I will only be answering any questions that's relevant to this presentation. So if you have anything that's not directly related to optimization, please continue to use our resources like our Help Center support channel and Monetization Manager. If there are any questions, I'll be happy to take those now.